Alright, today we're working on comparing and ordering integers. When we compare them, we're basically saying which one's bigger than the other, greater than, less than, and when we order them, we're putting them in order either from least to greatest or from greatest to least. So the biggest thing you need to know is the further to the left on the number line it gets, the less it is. So if you have negative 25 and negative 23, the smaller one is going to be negative 25 because it is further to the left on the number line. So if I'm looking at having a greater than or less than problem here, negative 23 is going to be greater than negative 25 because it's further to the right on the number line. So if I have negative 3 and negative 1, and I have to tell which one's greater than or less than, I look at a number line. So draw up my number line, I put 0 in the middle, obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, and then I do the negative side. So I go negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and I mark both of these numbers. We've got this one, negative 3, and I've got negative 1 here. So whichever one is further to the right on the number line is greater. So we obviously see that negative 1 is further to the right on the number line than negative 3, so negative 1 is greater. If I did 1 and 3, then obviously I look at them. I've got 3 here, 1 here, so 3 is greater because it's further to the right on the number line than 1 is. So when you're dealing with negatives, if you've got two negative numbers and you're trying to compare them to see which one is greater than the other one, the smaller digit, if both are negative, is going to be the one that's greater. Because the bigger the negative number you have, the least it is, the less it is. It's going to be further to the left on the number line. Anytime you're comparing a negative number and a positive number, so if I'm over here got negative 237 and 3, obviously 3 is to the right of 0 on the number line, negative 237 is way to the left, so 3 is greater than negative 237. Any whole number is always going to be greater than any negative number. Alright, so the second part of it is going to be working on ordering them. So if you can tell the difference in 2, if you can compare two integers, then you can also turn around and you're going to be able to compare a group of integers. So if I have negative 3, 8, 2, and negative 4, and I want to go from least to greatest, I can look at this set, and the least one is going to be, I'm dealing with negative and positives here, so I'll look at the biggest digit negative number. The biggest digit negative number is going to be negative 4, so that's going to be the least. I look at the next one, I've got another negative, so it's going to be negative 3. Do I have any more negatives? No, I don't. I've got 2 positives. What is the smaller of the 2 positives? It would be 2. And then the last one left is the highest number, the greatest number, which is 8. So that would be that group of numbers ordered in least to greatest. So if I have a different set of numbers, if I have negative 26, positive 26, 0, and 4, then I can set these in order. And if I want to go from, instead of least to greatest, I want to go greatest to least. You got to be careful. Make sure that you're reading the directions every time, because it might flip-flop on you from least to greatest to least, so don't get into a routine of doing the same one over and over, because it may be that you end up misreading it and you have them ordered correctly but the wrong way. You may have them from least to greatest when it's asking for greatest to least and get the problem wrong. So the greatest to least, so the biggest number, which would be the one that's furthest to the right on the number line, would be 26. It's the biggest whole number. So that one will be first. The next largest number, the next one to the furthest to the right on the number line, would be 4. Then we have 0. 0 is dead smack dab in the middle. And then negative 26 is to the left of 0 on the number line, so it would be less. All negative numbers are also less than 0. Anytime you see a negative symbol, it's saying it's to the left of 0 on the number line, which is less. So that's what you're doing today. You're going to be either telling which one's greater than less than, and then taking a group of numbers, and there may be more than 4 numbers in the set, but you're going to be ordering them from least to greatest and from greatest to least. So pretty easy lesson today, just kind of working one more day on getting used to integers, getting used to positive and negative numbers, and really how to understand them and what they're all about. So good luck.